What's going on, 80K Sports Performance family? Coach Ryan here with another Coach's Corner. This week I wanted to talk a little bit more in depth about some of the equipment we have at the club. So when you think barbells, most people think that all barbells are the same and they're all created equally. But that is not true. At the club we have the luxury of a bunch of different barbells at our disposal to help meet our athletes where they are. So most people think of your standard 45-pound barbell. However, barbells come in different sizes just like of our athletes. So we have smaller barbells and we have in-between barbells because we work with a lot of middle school athletes and some of them have never been in a weight room and don't have a ton of experience strength training. So we don't want to throw them right into a 45-pound barbell on some lifts, especially when we really want to focus on technique and teaching them how to do it properly. Sometimes that 45 pounds is just going to be too heavy and it's going to be too difficult for them. So we have a variety of other barbells in order to help them really lock in their technique and then eventually move to that 45-pound barbell. So here we have our 15 kilogram or about 33-pound bar. We indicate those with some white or green tape on all of our barbells just so we can differentiate those really quickly. But the benefit of this bar is, A, it's a little bit lighter. It's about 12 pounds lighter than your regular standard barbell, as well as the where you grab the bar is going to be a little bit thinner. So again, for some of our newer athletes that are in 6th, 7th grade that have smaller hands or still growing, makes it a little bit easier for them to hold. And that way it makes it a lot more simple for them to learn the technique and really master that before moving to that 45-pound barbell. And that's really helpful for things like hand cleans where we want athletes to learn the technique as it's a very technical lift, as well as we want them to be able to move fast, where sometimes that 45-pound barbell is going to be a little bit too heavy for them to move fast and have that exercise be effective. And we also have a 15-pound training or technique barbell. So this is also really good for some of our newer and smaller athletes. Again, 15 pounds, it's going to be much lighter than that 45-pound bar. And again, this is a great place where we can have an athlete start on this bar and they don't necessarily feel left out because they can't use a barbell because the 45-pound barbell is too heavy for them. So we really are very lucky and fortunate to be able to have all of these barbells here so that we can best service our athletes and kind of meet them where they are. Catch you guys next week for another Coach's Corner.